Have you ever had a leader who was too tough or too nice? Or maybe they were very controlling to the extent of being micromanaging? Or maybe they were easily irritated or got angry really quick? Or maybe they even came up as overconfident to the degree of being arrogant. If you had a leader who displayed any of those characteristics, there's a high chance that one of the sources of these behaviors was that they lack a healthy self-esteem. A healthy self-esteem is defined by Dr. Dan Harrison as the combination of being very accepting of oneself, kind of saying to yourself, I'm okay the way I am, while at the same time being very willing to continuously improve to better oneself. So about 70% of the people I have been coaching over the last 20 plus years turned out that they lacked a healthy self-esteem. And I can tell you almost all of them, it was that their self-improvement was quite high, but their self-acceptance was quite low. Means they had a quite self-critical tendency. The other way around, that people have a high willingness to accept themselves while not wanting to improve anymore. These kind of people usually don't come for coaching. They're usually quite resistant to coaching. So I could say, luckily, I rarely get them because they are quite tough nuts to crack. Very occasionally, you will find some people who have a low degree of self-acceptance and a low degree of self-improvement. And that is another story that could even mean that they are at the verge of depression. Not necessarily, but it's a possible indicator. And luckily, I also don't get too many of those. I had a few. But today, let's focus a bit more on those who have a self-critical tendency, because that's what I mostly encounter. And I found there are actually two types of self-critical people. Some, they start to feel very tough and critical of themselves when they make a mistake, especially a stupid mistake. And then they can't let it go. They beat themselves up for way too long. For some people, it may be some minutes, some seconds, some hours, some weeks, maybe some months, and even some years. The second type is those who feel really bad about themselves when they think of someone else who is maybe quite successful, or they have something that they don't have but would like to have. And they don't just feel admiration for them, they feel actually really bad about themselves. And some people, they are triggered by both. Yeah, some it's only the one, for some it's the other, and for some it's both. So if you want to learn, if you're one of those people who are either beating themselves up because they make a mistake, or because when you start to compare yourself with someone, watch out for my next episodes, number 8 and 9, where we'll deep dive into these types of self-criticalness and what to do to actually change that and to develop a healthy self-esteem.